Go.
Hi guys, Mylo from Mylo School Fitness. Got Eston Jones here and Laura Messner. Going to help me out today. We're going to go over the wall traverse. So Laura Messner is going to demonstrate how to go across the wall traverse, then we'll kind of talk about it. Each of us actually have a little bit different technique, and we're just going to explain that to you so that way you can go over which technique works best for you. Laura?
All right. Well, for me, when I do the wall traverse, I like to remind myself to keep my body close to the wall. Because a lot of people, they get scared of the wall, I guess, and they like to go like this, like there's something there, and it makes gravity pull you down. But when you're close, you have more of a pull to keep you going forward, well, sideways. But also, not only that, I like to change my grip constantly, because our forearms will get fatigued really fast, and then it'll cause you to lose your hand grip, and then you do burpees, or you have to do it again, or whatever you do. So constantly moving forward, exchanging the toes if you have to, and then moving to the next one. And again, usually combining two if you can to reach out to another one. And then if you can also, and if it allows you to, and you got good upper body strength, you can jump to the next one while keeping your pelvis close to the wall. Again, like I said, so you don't lose your balance on it. And then, whoop. And again, I can change it with both my feet if you need to. And there. And then hit the bell. Woo! But you got to make sure that you are a little bit quicker than slower, because you're going to, again, lose your fatigue in your arms, and your forearms are going to hurt, and you're going to fall. So keep a steady pace, but also keep in mind that you want to change your grip constantly so you don't have that fatigue. But again, that's mine. I'm sure they have some sort of little ideas that they like about their
Yeah,
technique.
so one thing that Spartan Race has now kind of done is they've done like the Z wall. So you'll see it goes here, then it goes in, and then out again. So one thing that I tell people to do is at that edge that they're looking at, make sure that you have a board that's close to the edge here, and then right on that other side there's a board right there too. So that way you're not coming out and trying to reach far out. Another thing Spartan Race has is they have like double the blocks. So I have block here, block here, block here, block here. And what some people think is that they have to go to each and every block. What happens though is if you're here and you try to go here, that's going to push you away, because now your arms are this close. It's going to push you away from the wall. So a lot of times I'll even skip a whole block and to reach out and grab the other one that keeps me closer to the wall. On top of that, I'm not grabbing the smaller ones, and I get across it faster. One thing I also want to point out that Laura did really well here, she had her foot here on the edge instead of on the side. So if you have your foot here on the side of the block, you're more likely going to slip off instead of keeping here and have more stability here. Laura and Eston both, Eston does the same thing to where he does this little crazy ballerina thing that I can't do at all. But they're a lot more flexible than me. For me, I do what I call the foot, hand, because you do foot, hand, so that's a clever name. I put my other foot close to this one, and I'm going to do a little hop exchange. Notice how both my feet are pointing this way. They're both close to the wall, like Laura was saying. I don't have my toes there because it'll push me away. I'm still able to go, so I go foot, hand. Coming across, I do the little hop again, foot, hand, until I go all the way across.
If at all possible, you don't want to move your hands until you have both feet steady. So it will be a very rare instance where you have to have both arms, like one arm off and then grab it. You don't want to do that. Always have both feet planted before you move your arms. That way you don't have to rely on your upper body as much. And like you said, either way you do it, you don't want to have your toes pointed straight towards the wall, because that gives you no surface area at all for traction. you have your feet sideways or both pointed the same way sideways, you're gonna have a lot more traction to give it.
Well, and you gotta remember, usually your feet are gonna be covered in mud and water. It's not gonna be dry and nice like this where it's easy to stick onto the wall. So you gotta keep that in mind too, and why foot placement is so important.
Yeah. And one thing that I have done before, especially on the Z walls with Spartan Race, and it's kind of just a very last resort type of thing because it's not the easiest, but it will sometimes save you if you're going to fall. So if you're up here in the middle of your wall and you're really struggling, your back is tired, your arms are tired, what I'll do, especially going around the outside corner of the wall, I will just grab onto the very edge of this back one and just let my arms stay as close to the wall as possible, shake this arm out a little bit, kind of get the pressure off of your back so you're not holding onto your body, you're just kind of letting it ride on your shoulder. And this is a little awkward position, most of the time it's not this awkward, but do that and then just pick back up where you left off. And same thing, if you're here, just get as close to the wall and let it go on your shoulder a little bit. Let it go on your shoulder joint because you're not going to hurt yourself. And this, I can stay in here all day because I'm not really using any muscles. I'm just hanging out on my shoulder.
You got all
And when
day?
you're ready, just keep on going. All the way down.
Yeah, awesome. So we hope those tips help you in the wall traverse, and then we'll see you at the next obstacle. Once again, it's Eston Jones and Lower Messner, Mylo.